Hey again guys, Steve here from Australian 4x4 Adventures. Finally I'm doing it. So I don't know if you've seen my last video or not, but it had the induction cooktop with the lithium battery setup. It wasn't necessarily about gas versus induction, it was all about the lithium, but it sparked a hell of a debate about gas cooktops and induction cooktops. Which one's better, which one's going to work better in the bush. Some people thought I was trying to take their firstborn away from them by saying, oh, never use gas again in the bush. It's not the case. I wasn't. Just chill out, people. Jesus. So I wanted to try and actually do a test for you and put this to bed a little bit. So everyone was saying, oh, but it takes 4 minutes, whatever it was, 4 minutes 27 seconds to boil a kettle on the induction cooktop. Try that on the gas, see what happens. So I'm gonna do it on both. Literally do it on both. Measuring cup. It's got some measurements on the side there, so I can actually figure out how much water we're going to need overall. I'm going to do it on the cooktop. I'm going to do it on induction. I'm going to do it on the gas cooktop. I've also got a Jetboil as well, so I'm going to do it in the Jetboil as well to see what the difference is on that one. I'm going to do a couple of different versions of the test though. So obviously in pristine conditions, so no wind, no nothing, not too cold. The gas bottle isn't going to freeze. None of this other crap that goes on with gas. And then I've got a little blower to simulate some wind. I'm going to blow on the cooktop and the induction one while they're going, and just see if that makes a difference to the timing, and see if conditions make a difference to which one you'd use overall. All right, get into it. Okay, so for this particular test, I'm going to use 700 ml of water. That's probably more than what you'd use for two cups of coffee, tea, whatever you want to use. These are my little measurements there. A little bit more. Got to be accurate on these things, otherwise you guys will rip me a new one in the comments. Alright, 700 ml of water exactly. Chuck it in. Okay, so we're going to do the induction cooktop first. Just banging that straight in there. So then once I've done this, I'm going to let everything cool down again, so there's no unfair advantages or advantages to either one. Make sure all the metal's cool, the water's cool, no nothing. Alright, so this is plugged into my car, by the way, not into the power. It's just lead running into the inverter in the car. So 1800 watts is the maximum I can get out of this cooktop, so stopwatch is ready to go. 3, 2, 1, done. Started. Alright, so approaching just over 4 minutes and 10 seconds. That's boiling. That's boiling water at 4 minutes and 10 seconds, we'll call that. So turn that sucker off. Alright. Done. Alright, so I'm going to tip this water out. Come back, refill it, let it cool right down. In the meantime, I'm going to do the Jetboil comparison, and then we'll do the gas one. And then we'll go back and we'll do it all with wind. See what happens. Alright, Jetboil. Lid on, 700 ml of water in there as well. As soon as I let start full. What else I can do? Starting to get a little bit of steam here. Getting there at 3 minutes 30. I'm not sure it's going to be faster. Just past 4 minutes 10, so technically so far the Jetboil is taking longer than the induction cooktop, which is surprising. I thought the Jetboil was going to be heaps faster. I thought like half the amount of time. I'm super surprised with that one so far. it's just, it's steaming, but it's not boiling yet. Not at all. On a side note, that's stone cold again. So as soon as this one's finished, straight to that one. Almost. So this is with the lid on as well. Like a lot of people use these things without the lid. You're allowed to use them with the lid, mind you. It's got a little pour and everything on it. So this is probably the most efficient way that you could probably try and boil it. Reasoning behind it, I know people are going to put this in the comments, but I'm going to say it anyway. There's a bigger surface area of water for this to heat up in between. This one's obviously more of a long one with a smaller surface area in total for the bottom. So it's always going to be slightly slower to boil that way. It's a hell of a lot more compact though, I'll give it that. There you go, starting to boil now. That's boiling, 5 minutes 27. We'll turn that off. Boom, done. 5 minutes 27, so we'll call it 5 minutes 30, round figures. Just because I'm going to forget them if I don't. So 4 minutes 10, 5 minutes 30. Let's see how this sucker goes. And just to show you, like that's stone cold. Everything, there's not a single bit of heat left in that whatsoever. Being fair to it. Having said that, I'm advocating for the induction cooktop anyway. So if there is any heat in that, I'm only hurting my own cause here. All right, reset that. Boom, start. So that's up full blast as well. Done. So just on what they are, this is just a cheap $90 induction cooktop from catch.com. That's going to start whistling at me. Ah, that's better. So this is the Coleman Hyperflame dual burner gas cooktop. These things are meant to be, and they are, because I've had this cooktop for years now, and it's a really good cooktop. They are really awesome in high winds and stuff like that, because they've got this mesh around the bottom that essentially draws the air in and doesn't let it get blown out, which is what that noise was. It's fantastic. It's fantastic. I've never had a drum with it. In all the years, it's good as basic. And like I said, I do like. I've had the gas bayonet on the side. The seals have gone on a couple of times. You're gonna buy a new one. $20, whatever. Easy as. I've only recently been a convert to the Jetboil. I like it because it's compact and it's nice and small. I think I'm moving away from the gas cooktop for shorter trips. For longer stuff, I'll probably still take it because it's got the dual burners on there. It's slightly more beneficial that way. But if it's just me, one induction cooktop, single pot one to cooking meals, that's all you need. I think this might be still easier to set up on the side of a track for a coffee. That's clearly quicker by 1 minute and 20 seconds. We'll see how we go with this one. So far, we're at 1 minute 50 so far. Alright, I'm going to go empty this water, be right back. So with the Hyperflame Evola, it isn't one of those little butane burners. This runs off of a 4 kilo gas bottle. So it's got good pressure, there's always a good flame to it. It's not affected by the cold anywhere near as much as what a butane canister is going to be. So this is going to give it the best chance of trying to beat the induction cooktop overall. Alright. 3 minutes and 5 seconds so far. This thing's always been quick and I've always liked it. Oh, it's getting close. 3 minutes and 40 seconds and it's starting to make those noises. Not quite yet. Alright, I'm going to say that's boiling. It's 3 minutes and 3 minutes and 50 seconds. Alright. So the gas is quicker than induction. By what's that? 20 seconds. Mind you, if you're worried about 20 seconds difference, you shouldn't be camping. Damn it! Alright, so honestly wasn't expecting that. I thought the induction was gonna smash it out, but gas is still coming up kings on the speed aspect. How about we do all this again, but this time we'll use some wind to see if it affects it. Okay, trusty blower. So you can actually set the speed on these things. I'm going to set it to 1, which is just it's nothing too drastic. And I'm going to hold it about 600 mil away at the actual device. I'm going to do that for all 3 of them, and that's going to be our test on wind factor for whether it makes a difference or not. Right, so while that's still cooling down, alright, so just starting all that again, because I don't think I actually do this test, because it keeps blowing out, and that's not a heavy wind at all. Obviously, when you're out in the bush, you could quite easily cover it around, but I don't think that's a viable test for this particular thing. So I'm gonna stop that one there and put that down to a bit of a fail for the Jetboil. Actually, I know some of you are going to say, "Oh, you shouldn't do it that way." Whatever. It's the test I've chosen to do, so that's the way we're going to do it, and it's not working. So that is a great big fail. Sorry, guys, not going to happen. Jetboil for the fail on that one, unfortunately. Alright, so that's completely cool. Water's completely cold. Boom. I've got a fair idea what this one's going to do. But start. This one seems to be right. Not blowing any wind at least. That's about 600 mil. Set on one. Can't change it. So it's boiling out. It's actually quicker than the last one. It's 3 minutes 50 this time. Probably maybe a little bit of heat left in it. Maybe, I don't know. But that's fully boiled. 4 minutes and we'll call it 350. That's what it was. Alright, so it's been 5 minutes now. Everything's nice and cool. There's absolutely no heat in any of this at all. Same as what was on the induction cooktop, but that got slightly faster. That happened. I'll give it the same amount of time in between. It's exactly 6 minutes in between them. Because I left my timer running, I know. Alright, so on there, nice and cold. Fire this up, start the cook timer. So I got 3 minutes and 50 last time. Same as what this ended up at. Let's just wait and see what happens, hey? Right, so we're approaching we're at 3 minutes 50 now. This is where it boiled last time. Moving close. Still only holding on one, 600 mil. Same as what I've done with the induction. This is always going to be the downfall of any gas cooktop. This is a really good gas cooktop for wind as well. Usually this just keeps on keeping on, and it does get affected a little bit by wind, but it's usually a really good cooktop in the wind. But I think that one's going to win out on this occasion. 6 minutes now. It's warm, but it's not boiling. It's not even bubbling yet. Some steam. What do we got here? Oh, it's only a very light boil. Alright, I'll call it there. 9 minutes 40. 9 minutes 40. Alright, so 9 minutes 40 for the gas cooktop with some air near it. 3 minutes 50 with the induction with air in it. The Jetboil unfortunately just didn't cut the mustard. So obviously you've got gas on one hand, induction on the other, and of course right there in the middle you've got a Jetboil, which all comes down to whatever you want to try and do. I think I'll still end up taking the Jetboil away with me just for the ease of having it there. But to be honest, I'm still sold on the fact that I'm probably not going to take my gas cooktop away camping anymore, because it's big and bulky and it's heavy, and I've got to carry a gas bottle, and I know there's heaps of people on there that are going to say, oh, but I've been using gas for 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, whatever. And no, I'm not trying to steal your firstborn by saying there's another option out there. I personally think it's a better option because I've got the setup to run it. Not everyone can have this setup. Not everyone can either afford it. Not everyone wants it. Not everyone has the room for it even. But for me, that's my setup. This is how I like it. Gas has served me well for years and years and years, and I still think it's a valid form. But I think there's better options out there now for anyone who's sort of looking to finish off their camping setup in the way that it cooks. Some national parks don't let you have gas cooktops. Say it's a total fire ban day, you're not meant to be using a gas cooktop. You can't cook on an open fire. Say it's bad weather, whatever. your induction cooktop is going to be there and it's going to work the whole time. Plus it's free. Once you've set it up, it's free. You don't have to worry about refilling gas balls. You don't have to worry about gas seals going. You don't have to worry about everything else. It's just, it's an electric appliance. So yes, obviously something could go wrong electrical with it, but unlikely. It's just as long as your kettle, cooktop, you know, your fry pan, whatever you're using is magnetic, you just grab a normal magnet. If it sticks to it, it'll work. So any stainless steel will work a treat. It just comes down to how you want to use it. Personally, I'm happy with it. I love it. It's going to be awesome. But let me know in the comments down below. Be nice. Don't start arguments with me or with anyone else in the comment section. God knows it happens enough on my YouTube channel, because apparently I'm too opinionated for people. Who would have thunk? What are you going to cook with still? If you can afford it, if you want it, would you go for induction, or you set on gas? That's all you're ever going to use, and you'll never use anything else ever in your life. Let me know. I'm keen to see what your setup is, how you use it. I know a couple of guys that use dual fuel stuff. I reckon that's kind of cool, because if you just got a jerry can of petrol on the back, say for what you Y62 guys, you need 13 jerrys to do a single trip. You got plenty of fuel left for your little burner to do everything you want to do that way. But it's all individual. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you got some sort of value out of this and just some information. As always, don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a comment down below, and I will see you. Your camera's too far away. I'll see you in the next one.